Now, Asante Kotoko and AshGold were involved in respective CAF interclub games. For AshGold, they were playing in the CAF Confederation Cup after knocking out Akonangui FC in the last round of the prelims. They got a date with this year's finalists, or the finalists from the last competition, RS Berkane of Morocco. The game started really well. AshGold took a 2-goal lead, and then the house started to fall down. They were drawing 2-2 at a point, and then they scored a winner later on to give them a 3-2 score. Really not the best way to prep for a game in North Africa. We know how difficult it is going up north to go and play a football game, especially over 2 legs. Let's hear from some AshGold fans who were commenting on their team's 3-2 result over RS Berkane in Saturday's CAF Champions League playoff, or not the playoff, the qualifying stage. That's in terms of the CAF Interclub competition. So let's head to Nketsiah Stadium and let's hear from AshGold fans speaking on that 3-2 result.
Not happy about the result. It's not good. For playing home and getting this result, it's not good. Yeah, I think it was defensive problem. Our main defender was not performing. He was not fit, but our coach insists to use him. For the minute that he played, he didn't give any good performance. He did everything wrong. His passes, his control, everything was wrong. That's why we had this result. As usual, Asante Kotoko is the biggest club in Obuasi for now. And as it goes on, we had a bit about how our performance was excellent. But we are praying to God that everything will be all right, so that when you go there, we can score them and pass them. Oh, when you go, our possible will be draw. At least goalless. We can do something better. I we go to the same to but any quite there when you go game. Over time we start heading up to war. Fine. What did I draw back up? I was over here. What confidence right there, Robert Ball. No, and I was on here. And if I saw what my confidence on the ball. All the time, second up, I'm really start for today. We wanted a 2-goal difference, but we got a 1-goal difference. And you know how they play at their own. So I'm not very sad today. I wish we could have won by 2-goal margin. But whatever has happened, we will be thankful to Almighty God. Do you think you can go there and qualify? Oh, yes. Qualify. Anything can happen. It's just that it's only 1-goal difference. If you go there, it means we are going to qualify. And definitely we qualify. By God's grace, we are going to qualify.
All right, so those were some reactions from fans of Ashanti Gold Sporting Club. My dear old Ashanti Gold, it's a really, really precarious situation to be in when you host RS Berkane at home and you win that game by 3 goals to 2 away goals giving away there. Let me get to my guy. Daniel Koranteng is here with me. Ben will be joining us later. Hi, Daniel. How are you doing?
Hi, Nathan.
Initial thoughts on the result. Clearly not the best. You could tell that the fans are not feeling confident at all ahead of that second leg.
At all. Why should they feel confident? 3 goals to 2 at home. Look, it's basically suicide. 2 away goals at this level. You'll certainly be punished when you go away from home. In the second leg, Berkane expect to be in the group stages. This is a routine round for them where they usually go past. So for AshGold, they were the ones supposed to be playing up above themselves. And they seem to have done that, taking a 2-goal lead and then let them come back in. That is exactly not what you should be doing. You should be doing exactly the opposite. You take a 2-goal lead and make sure you don't concede any away goal. Because at this level, as I said earlier, you go to Berkane, they win 1-0 and now they've qualified. That means AshGold will have to go into the second leg needing to score a goal, because every goal you score, you're obviously trying to balance out the 2 away goals that they scored. But as you also attack, you also leave yourself vulnerable at the back for counter-attacking options. So look, AshGold are in trouble, but they can also take solace from the fact that Berkane will have to beat them away from home. A draw for AshGold and they are through. But you also don't want to go away from home playing for a draw, because that can also be very dangerous. As I said, for AshGold, now they have to go to back in and hope that and try and play and try and get the first goal. Getting the first goal away from home will be very important because once you get it, then you are in the comfort zone. You can defend very, very well, and hopefully you can never escape with a win or a draw. But as it stands, I think it's suicide. They are in big trouble.
All right, so Asante Gold not getting the best result there. For Asante Kotoko, they got themselves a 2-0 win at home against Etoile du Sahel. They scored very early after 2 minutes, and then they sealed the deal later in the game. So Kotoko winning by 2-0 against Tunisian giants, Etoile du Sahel. Benjamin Nketsiah has joined us. Hi, Ben, how are you doing?
It's good to be here. I haven't been here
in a while. Just quick thoughts on Asante Kotoko. They got themselves a 2-0 win. Is it enough, or at least it's a bit of a cushion to have when you go up north to play in Tunisia?
Typically, it should be enough if they are a resilient side that can go all the way to Tunisia and make things happen. But this is North Africa. This is Etoile du Sahel. And just gleaning from what happened in Kumasi, I got the sense that the fans were not happy with the 2-0 result. George Abege, in particular, has been under the spotlight for being wasteful in this game. The fans were not pleased with his performance at all. So, Asante Kotoko, typically you would think that this should be a credible scoreline. You win at home 2-0, clean sheet. It should be able to help you, but they don't. You get the sense from them that they are not too.
They know that 2-0
reassured with the scoreline that they had, and it seems dangerous. But two things that I need to mention: the registration and inclusion of Augustine Okra. He got the opening goal for them, and then also Jordan Opoku. I'm happy that Jordan Opoku got to play. He's been a favorite of mine for a while now. There was a narrative that his legs are old. He's not played competitive football in a long time, but he really was the orchestrator of everything good that went for Kumasi today. He kept that midfield fluid. He kept it moving. They need to keep their heads where it belongs. They need to concentrate. They need to remove any intimidation factor from their minds. I would say this, that if they will go to Tunisia and upstage Etoile, they will have to play one above themselves, play above the crowd, play above the officiators, and also, I'm serious. That they have to get all those things going for them to be able to navigate to the next one, because we know that Tunisians, they will come up with their antics. They will come up with all sorts of things to frustrate Kotoko. If they can manage to stay above all that, the group stage awaits.
All right, so Asante Kotoko winning, AshGold winning. One having a bit of a cushion, the other hanging on by the thread. The second legs are in 2 weeks, and we'll see what happens in the CAF inter-club competitions with respect to Ghanaian clubs.